Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Nerd Porn. My name is Francis, and I'm joined here with my wife, Jeanette.
There's no real porn, but there's still good shit.
Porn's good shit, though.
But we're not
Sometimes.
talking about
Not
porn.
that weird tentacle fucking shit. That shit's fucking weird. Well, right. Okay. So, what this podcast is going to be about is just general kind of nerd shit that we like. Reviews and such on video games or movies, comic books, tabletop games, like tabletop role-playing games. Stuff like that. And our first episode today is going to be about Fallout New Vegas.
Which came out 8 years ago, so there shouldn't be any spoilers for anybody.
But, in case someone who's listening has never played it before, you get a fair warning. There's going to be spoilers. If I hear any complaining, it's your fucking fault, dumbass. Anyway, so where do you think we should get started?
Well, of course, Fallout and several other games are made by the wonderful company Bethesda.
Ooh, the Kings of Glitch.
Yeah, so there's several games, almost every game you will play that's Bethesda, you're gonna glitch. You're gonna fall through somewhere, you're gonna get stuck somewhere.
Though I will say that the Dishonored games were by far the least glitchy of Bethesda games that I've ever played. Because, like, in Fallout or Skyrim, you could go walking down the street and randomly you fucking fall into the map. I never had that problem. Not necessarily a problem, because I think it's funny as shit. Especially with, you'll hear in one of our later episodes, a funny glitch that I found for Fallout 3 that involves exactly falling down into the bottom of the map.
Well, they're all glitchy, but they're all a lot of fun. Fallout series is definitely something people should enjoy. There's so much to it.
Oh, yeah. And at this point, I'm sure, like, virtually every gamer has at least tried one Bethesda game. But for anyone that's new or hasn't tried it, I really think that it's worth trying. They're very amazing games. Hours and hours of fun. I love those games. They're amazing.
So, like most Fallout games, it, of course, takes place after a nuclear apocalypse where one country, most likely China, is blamed in 3, if I remember right, for nuking us, and we probably nuked them too. And most people went into underground hiding in large vaults, which we will get to at a later date on how Vault Tech is really fucked up.
Vault Tech, there's some sick motherfuckers, man. Jeez Louise.
But New Vegas takes place in the Mojave Desert, which is the Las Vegas area, Hoover Dam, stuff like that. And it takes place in the year 2002. Oh, shit. 2281. I can't read my own damn notes.
Yep, that's a word.
But yeah, it takes place then. So actually, it hasn't changed much when you think about it, because Nevada was nuclear to begin with. We tested bombs there and everything else. It was already radioactive. So much hasn't changed. They're still gambling. They're still hookers. All that fun stuff.
Hookers. There's no blow, though. That would make it a good mixture, but no.
No, when you think about it, the Fallout games are full of lots of drugs.
Yeah,
Out.
That's some weird drugs. Go back to the original shit. I don't want this weird injectable, inhaler-looking fucking shit.
No cocaine for you.
Fuck that. Well, anyway, I think a good start would be is if we just kind of went back and forth on what we thought were the good parts and maybe the not-so-good parts about Fallout New Vegas. So do you want to go first, or?
My least favorite part of that game is if you do the quest where you have to go to Vault 22. And Vault 22 is this vault where people had survived and they're supposed to be doing research on plants. Well, they screwed it up because that's what Vault Tech does. And so you have all these psycho big plants that are trying to kill you, and spores everywhere infecting you, and plant people attacking you. It's a pain in the ass.
You do get a flamethrower from there, though, and that burns them to fucking shit pretty well.
And you need the flamethrower because the most annoying enemy in the Mojave Desert has to be the giant Cazadors.
I hate Cazadors.
I don't think anybody likes them.
Though I will say that those little gecko fuckers are everywhere, and they run fast.
They run fast. Then there's the giant ones, the fire geckos, the massive, huge ones. It's like a death claw, but it's a gecko.
Yeah, speaking of death claws, talk about a giant fuck in the ass.
They're salamanders.
They're just bigger, spikier salamanders.
Yeah. I think that's... But, like, the best part was you could explore so much in this game, so there's not really one thing I can say I enjoy, except for getting the dog. Almost all Fallout games, you get a pet dog. If you want. And this one is a robot dog. You can see its brain and everything else. I love Rex. I don't like having to go get him a new brain, because depending on where you go, you're killing somebody else's dog to save yours.
And I love Rex too. Rex is one of my favorite. Actually, he is by far my favorite of all the followers in New Vegas. It can be kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt to obtain him, because you have to do a lot of work for the king. But in the end, it's awesome. But I will say that when you're given the mission by the king to go get Rex a new brain, because he's a little robot cyborg dog fucker, there's a place you can go to. It's like this little garage workshop, and there's an elderly lady that lives there that has a fleet of dogs. And you can pay her to kill off one of her older dogs to give you its brain. And if that wasn't bad enough, it's the actual scene when she does it that is horrible to fucking watch. Because she says that she'll do it for 1,000 caps. I believe it's 1,000. And so you give her 1,000 caps, and she goes, "Here, doggy, I have something for you." And then you hear, "Harp!" and a splat of blood goes on the wall. Fucking horrifying. But it makes his ass a lot more violent and stronger. I love him. What I really liked about Fallout New Vegas was kind of like what they do in all the different Fallouts, is the different groups and factions that you can work for and join up with. And what I really liked is it wasn't just you choose to work with the NCR and that means everyone else can go fucking suck a dick. It's like, no, you could make other groups get along or at least tolerate certain other groups, so it was like you were building an army even bigger. And I played this game many, many, many times. And I pretty much always go with House. House is a very old man that's being pretty much kept alive by science, and he's living through this computer program. And he wants you to pretty much take control of all of the Securitrons throughout the wasteland so that he can take over Hoover Dam. But I didn't know until like maybe the 10th time I played the game that you can kill that fucker. And when I figured that out, I went through a span of just playing to the point where I could kill him and restart so I could kill him again, because it was so beautiful. Because he has his body locked in like this life support tube thingy. And it's like underground under the casino where his main computer is. And you can go down there and unleash him from it and cut his life support off and then blow his ass to shit. Fucking loved it. I thought it was amazing.
It's really nice. It's such an open game. You can be completely bad or completely good, or you can do neutral and give like an independent New Vegas at the end. So the NCR, which is from California, isn't in control, and the stupid slaver idiots from the Legion aren't in control either. You kick them back to Colorado, and you just let them deal with themselves. Or you can join either side and completely fuck up everybody. But what I like doing is I like getting everybody on my side except for the Legion and just going through, and it's just a slaughter of the Legion when you're done with them. But one of the biggest pain in the butts to do that is if you want to get the Enclave to help you, and there's only 5 members of them left, and one of them is one of the kids. And it's such a pain in the butt because you got to get this guy to follow you around the wasteland forever to make him like you, and it's a pain in the butt. And then you finally get him to like you so you can do his little bullshit quest to get all these old people to come join you fight at the Hoover Dam at the end. So it's pretty much Expendables, just not as cool.
Well, here, I got another topic that we can go through is, and I'll start, what our usual tactics are when it comes to starting a new game, what we plan on doing. Now, the problem with me is the vast majority of the time...
You kill everybody?
Yeah. Almost everyone gets fucked. I usually join with House first and get all the basic stuff from him done in the beginning. I'll go to the King and I'll get Rex. And usually what I'll do is I'll get Rex and Veronica, who is a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Her weapon that she walks around with is a power fist. And she is very good at fisting. Very good at fisting. Holy fuck. I've watched her punch so many Deathclaws and so many fucking Yao Guais, and she's like, I swear they just run up to her like, fist me, daddy. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, the problem with getting her is, after I've done all the beginning stuff that I need with House, I will first go to the Legion, go to their headquarters, and I will find Caesar and fuck his shit up. Kill him, slaughter him altogether. Then I like going to the Boomers. Go to the Boomers, kill all of their dumbasses, and take all of their explosives. And if they have mini nukes, Fat Mans, rocket launchers, flamethrowers, fucking grenade rifles. I like getting, I think it's a legendary grenade rifle that's called Thump Thump from there. And I always keep that one, and then all the extra ones, I take them to gun runners and sell them all. But the problem is, I'll go and kill as many NCR off as I possibly can. But then there's only one real major group left for me to kill, which is where the problem comes. It's the Brotherhood of Steel. And they're fun to kill. They are definitely, in my opinion, the most difficult of the factions to kill off, because they have these ridiculously OP fucking laser turrets and shit inside their base, and everyone's wearing fucking power armor, which is like futuristic knight in shining armor bullshit. But if you can get all the three major key cards, you can set their base to explode. You can fucking abort their whole fucking existence. And that's cool, but the problem is, once I kill one or two maybe Brotherhood of Steel people, Veronica doesn't want to follow me anymore. So the last time what I did is I killed her, went and set their base to blow up. I didn't realize that when I shot her, her head flew off. And so I picked up her head, and my wife was watching me, and I told her, okay, Veronica, I'll give you a second chance. You can walk the wasteland with me. Walked up and then said, nope, dropped her head down the stairs, and went outside, and the whole thing blew up. And went to go open the door, and you couldn't open it anymore because it was nothing but rubble. And I love doing that. And, like, I love Boone, too. Boone is a very good follower. But the problem with him is I go to kill the NCR, and he is NCR. So he gets all pissed off, fucking leaves, and I kill him because I want his first...
recon.
Yeah, his first recon beret. And I'll explain later, but if you want something really fucking cool, really fucking fun, make sure to get a first recon beret. So what would you say your initial tactics or usual tactics for that game is?
I jack up like my science and my speech because I love making people do my bitch work for me. There's this quest with the Omertas, which it's a casino, and there's whores and strippers anywhere. Do not play that part of the game around like little kids, because they're gonna see strippers.
Oh yeah, it's gnarly. They got strippers in cages and shit.
And when you go in there, if you have Rex with you, the strippers will make comments to you about your dog, and they're all like, "That's not how you're supposed to do doggy style." And it's hilarious. But you go in, you have the speech check, and you talk to this guy about destroying the guns that these people have hidden, and you can convince him to do it. You don't have to do it. You just convince him and he runs off and he does your little bitch work for you and all that fun stuff. I do, however, like to save my game, walk into a casino, and just unleash all hell. Mini nukes, grenade launcher. I slaughter everybody sometimes if I feel like it. Civilians, the bad guys, it doesn't matter.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's fun to have a bloodbath
I do that
sometimes.
all the time, and especially when it comes to the casinos, because the vast majority of the time, no matter what casino you go to, you're going to gain good karma, which I don't give a shit about, but some people are super OCD about having good karma. But, like, go to the Omerta or the White Glove Society, you get good fucking karma for killing them because they're all shit people.
One of my favorite quests is going to the White Glove Society. You help out what looks like a Texas rancher find his son, because it turns out almost that entire society, they're cannibals. So you save his son, who is an adult and shouldn't have gotten kidnapped in the first place. But then you can just go through and slaughter them all, and everybody likes you for it.
It's pretty straightforward. And those dudes are fucking assholes. Like, whether you want to get good karma or not, like, that's one of the funnest things in the world to do. Because once you get a key to be able to get inside of the actual White Glove Society, those dudes are fucking pussies. They just run at you with fucking canes and start whacking you with canes. And, like, out of a lot of the people or characters in New Vegas, if you have the Bloody Mess perk, they will be a fucking bloody mess. They fucking explode like a 14-year-old at a fucking high school dance. Like, they fucking explode.
It's fun. It's fun just shooting everybody. It's fun. You can join all these people and do all this fun shit. And no, you can't kill the little kids running around, because there's actually a law here in the United States stating that you can't kill little kids in video games. So,
but if you're a sick freak, there's mods that let you do it. You fucking sicko.
Yeah, you want to kill little children, you just get off the game world and go away.
That's fucking weird. But hell, fuck, at least you're killing children in a game and not in real life.
Yeah, that's a whole other
But if you
conversation.
enjoy killing children in a game, I think you should be on some sort of registry that says you can't live within, like, 100 miles of a school.
Hey, there is this one kid in Skyrim. If it would let me shoot her, I would.
Oh, is that the one in, God, what's that fucking town called?
Whiterun?
Whiterun, yeah, I know exactly which fucking kid you're talking about. Fuck that kid.
You always get that one person you're like, I wish I could kill you. And the difference, though, with Rex is from Dogmeat in Fallout 3 is
Rex is fucking cooler.
Besides being cooler, he doesn't die. Unless you shoot him in the brain with a high-powered sniper rifle like my husband has done.
I found that one out on accident. Here, I'll give you a short story. So, I was going into a DLC where I couldn't take my followers with me. So what I did is I had my followers, which was Veronica and Rex, go back to the Lucky 38 and hide out there. Once I got done with the DLC, I came back and went to go get my followers, and only Veronica was there. I was like, what the fuck? And so I was like, that fucking dog probably went back to the Kings. It's like, okay, so I went over to the Kings and went to go talk to him, and he wasn't there either. I was like, what the fuck? And then I walked out of the Kings, and that fucker randomly started running down the street towards the Lucky 38. And, like, I'm wearing power armor, so I don't run that fast. So I saved right then and kept saving and loading, trying to chase after him. I couldn't fucking catch him. So finally I pulled out my Gobi sniper rifle and shot him. And I was just trying to aim for like a leg or something. Ended up shooting him in the head and blew his head clean the fuck off. I didn't know you could kill him. And apparently you can.
Yeah, because most of the time your follower only goes unconscious and just like passes out.
That happens to me all the time because I love like I said, I love using Thump, the grenade launcher. And I'll be in like a small room with a bunch of enemies. My followers are in there. I don't give a fuck. I send a couple fucking grenades in there. They'll go unconscious. They're fine. They'll wake up sometime. eventually.
Still, the best part about Rex and Dogmeat, though, is unlike other followers, they don't give you no damn backtalk and sass. They don't bitch and moan.
Oh, yeah, don't even get me fucking started on followers from Fallout 4. Oh my god, Dance, you can suck my fat fucking ass.
Yeah, we'll have to get to Fallout 4 eventually.
At some point, man, fucking Dance. I wanted to fucking murder him and kill his parents. I fucking hated him.
But,
so much.
And with Veronica, she's always asking you for a damn dress, and it turns out you can actually give her a dress.
Yeah.
I don't
Which is weird.
Why?
Because she still fists people in the dress. I don't know.
Well,
some people like what they like.
You know, if you're like the Brotherhood of Steel and you're locked inside a bunker underground and nobody knows where you're at, you have plenty of time to
And
fist
you have
stuff.
that insane power armor. You gotta find some way to penetrate. You gotta fucking Hadouken your fist into their fucking rectal cavity.
Oh, the Elder likes it.
Oh, ew. Elder just made me think of Elderly and just like a nursing home full of old people fisting.
That's pretty much a good description of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Fist me, Grandma! It feels so good! It's the only way I can feel anymore. Oh, touch my walnut. Now,
Nobody wants to touch your walnut, honey. I love you, but nobody does.
But one quick last thing, just to help people out, or two last things, I guess. To anyone who had never played it before and is wanting to play it now, or if someone just never thought of doing this before, is what you can do is, so A, when you need to get the platinum chip from Benny, and you go to the hotel where he's at, normally you go up to him and he'd talk and he'd be like, whoa, baby, let's fucking talk this out. No, fuck that. Walk up behind him, Vats, shoot him in the fucking head. Kills him instantly, and the chip is in his pocket. Take it from him, walk your happy ass out, and the police won't come after you, or the guards or whatever, and NCR won't come after you, because everyone in that hotel is a fucking piece of shit.
But make sure, when you make it into New Vegas, you go find Mr. Holdout. He's hanging out on the strip.
Oh, hell yeah, Mr. Holdout. You can get all your hiding weapons that the casinos can't take from you. And I really like the Silence 22. Because even though it's a 22, it doesn't seem like it would cause that much damage. That causes a lot of fucking damage. And in VATS, like, you almost always decapitate. I fucking love that gun. And then also, something that I learned about that we were talking about a little bit earlier is there is a very high-powered rifle in Fallout New Vegas.
Sniper rifle.
Yep, sniper rifle. It's called the Gobi sniper rifle. And if you want to know where it is, just look up, like on Google or something, look up Sniper's Nest or Sniper's Den, one of the two. And that's where it'll be. You'll have to have a level 100 lockpicks to open the bitch. But trust me, it's fucking worth it. It comes in 308, which with the gun runners is not very hard to find. And if your barter's up high enough, you'll get it fucking cheap from the gun runners. And that's where the first recon beret comes in. You wear that beret, and then in one of the DLCs, I forget what it was called. It wasn't the Lonesome Road, was it?
Yeah, it's the Lonesome Road.
Yeah, you go on the Lonesome Road.
Divide.
Yeah, and you go into the Divide. You'll get to this area that says it's like, what was it, something government building or some shit like that.
Oh,
it's
I don't
towards
remember.
the end-ish of it. And if you climb up into the building, there's going to be a dead scout, NCR scout. You can take his sniper rifle, which is good too, but take his riot armor. Because the reason why, you put that on and put the beret on, and when you first make your character, make sure you have at least 10 luck. And what that does is there's a chance for critical with the sniper rifle, and with the hat, and with the armor, and with the luck that high. And if you add all the percentages up together, it comes out to 100% critical every fucking hit. It is amazing. It's like it crits every fucking time. I love that gun. But thought I'd just give you a little bit of advice. I wish I would have known about that years ago, because I only figured that out like 2 fucking months ago. But anyway, that's been our podcast. This is, like we said, it's nerd porn. I almost said food porn, because I'm fat and I'm looking at a Belgian waffle thing right now. Sounds kind of fucking good. But, like I said, nerd porn. And the ways that you can get a hold of us are...
We have our nerd porn podcast at gmail.com. We also have nerd porn Twitter. If I remember right, though, it shows up as porn nerd at Twitter. But feel free to contact us that way, too.
And you can do that.
Comment section here on YouTube. If you guys want us to play a game, if you guys want us to check out your favorite comic, let us know. We'll do it. We'll review it. We'll have fun at it, too.
And if you guys have any questions about specific video games, I'm no fucking expert. I will not pretend that I am. But you never know. I might have fucking played it. I played a lot of really old games. My favorite system of all time is Nintendo 64. So I like a lot of old games. But I love new games too. But yeah. And on Twitter, you can use the hashtag nerdporn or porn nerd. We couldn't figure out which way it put it. Or at nerdporn. Because the at nerdporn will just go straight to us. Hashtag will just kind of collect you into all the rest of the hashtag nerd porn. At least I believe that's how it works. I don't really fucking know how Twitter works.
I'm going to run the Twitter, don't worry.
And eventually, we're going to have a Facebook page, a Facebook group, and so you guys can collaborate on there too. But yeah, like she said, you can send us an email, send us a tweet, comment in the comment section below, and just... if there's a question you want to ask, or if there's a specific game, movie, comic book, anything you want us to review, just send it right there, and we will get to them as soon as we possibly can.
And thank you again so much for listening to our very first podcast. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.